know me, I would not. Okay. Alright, okay. Hello, everybody. It's your boy, Son Hank. Um, this is my review of Shokugeki no Soma. Now, I have a friend of mine, Blue True. He will be, you know, we're going to be talking about this chapter, and also I'm going to do my review of this chapter. So we're going to be intertwining what we thought about this chapter. Now, I hope two things. I hope that once I'm done with this, I can potentially, if I'm really, really lucky, um, just have the video come out great. Just have a great presentation, a great video, and just have something where I can send this to somebody and they'll say, "Oh, okay, this is why I should check out Soma," or just be a great explanation of why this is a great and awesome series. Now, first and foremost, I'm going to let Akis talk about this chapter, and then once he's done, I'm going to just go uh, balls deep into this chapter. So, Keys, knock it out, bro.
Well, the start was very insightful, more so from like a character standpoint. We kind of get like a little more in depth with Soma's character. Thing about his character that we kind of get, which Ishiki kind of explains, is sort of like what normal people have this sort of block when they face heavy opposition. He doesn't. He doesn't get that block. It's kind of like he can look at where he failed at and then re-improvise on it and make it better for the next time. So he's sort of like, in the sense of, even if he fails, he doesn't fail. Like, he can always find a way to work around it. Now, what he did really was, in this chapter, was he kind of did the same thing he did in the first two chapters, where he made, well, not the first two, but like the first couple of chapters, where he made the transforming rice. He pretty much did that, except he did the formula a little different. But it was also like the fact of he did it kind of in a different way. I'm not really grasping like what was so different about it, sort of.
I
But in a
can
sense,
explain that. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I can explain that, and I can't wait to. But continue. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
like when I say I don't understand what's different about it, was the same time the transforming rice in the first couple of chapters was pretty much like his kind of thing that he did. And right now he does the same thing where by putting something over it, the entire like food, the entire dish just it it reworks itself, like it transforms, becomes an entirely new thing. But what Ishiki does is he kind of grills all the students. Like he doesn't like directly do it, more so he's kind of making an observation where he's saying stuff like he's saying if you don't accept his skill, it's because you're scared to. Because if he's picking himself up after all these failures and whatnot, then and you guys like admit that he's good, that means you have to admit you didn't even try where he was willing to try again, pretty much. And that's what I thought.
All right. In my personal opinion of this chapter was amazing. This was that chapter where I'm trying not to like sound like a buffoon or anything, but this chapter just made me want to break down and cry. Let me explain why. From my personal, I was going to say my personal backstory, but no. From my childhood, I was the same way Soma was. I was the type of person I would constantly try to figure out a way to get out of. I'm not going to say situations, but I would constantly try to figure out how to innovate myself. I would try to figure out what I can do better, how I can do this better, and what I can do. Now, as he said, his father was right. Soma doesn't have a lid. He does not have that little thing in the back of his mind that says, I probably shouldn't do this because I'm not sure how this will work out. You know. And back to what you had also said, Keys. What was it? You didn't understand something, right? What was it you did not understand? What was it?
The
The rice?
difference between what he made this time and what he made in the first few chapters.
Okay, so the difference is, if I remember last chapter, the first chapter, he took a couple ingredients and he turned it into, I believe, a rice dish. Now, it's been a while since I read the chapters, but he turned it into a fantastic dish. Now, what he did this chapter was he took the rice. Okay, so do you remember in chapter 100, the rice, where they were all tasting the rice? Yeah, you remember chapter 101 when they were all tasting the rice, right?
Mm-hmm.
What he did this time was he added a sauce.
He did the
Now,
same thing in the first couple of chapters.
right, but this sauce is different. This sauce brought out more. Wait, hold on.
Talking about from a perspective standpoint, when I say the difference, right, I mean,
Mhm.
like, what's the difference in how he presented it, sort of?
I really want to say the difference is how he presented it was this rice. I'm sorry, the rice and the sauce he put, the rice and the sauce, right? When Summer first, came to the school, he he thought he thought what he can do to change his dish, right? So the first time he had the rice, and I forgot what else he had, sugar juice. But the first time he had the rice. Now the reason I keep harkening on that rice is because of this. In terms of food, the rice is the base dish for everything else to branch out. So this time the rice was the base, but it also was, oh my God, like I'm starting to get hungry thinking about this right now, and I just ate. The rice was the base. So it was the base thing, but the sauce was there to exonerate, exonerate, one of these words, to basically expand on the taste of the rice. It was there to make it better. Where in the first chapter, the rice was just there to be there. But this time, it was an added dish on top of the sauce. So I'm like basically, the best example I can give you is this. All right, when you buy a pizza, right? When you
Mm-hmm.
buy a pizza, do you eat the pizza without toppings or do you eat it with cheese?
You eat it with cheese either way.
Right, because it's easy to make, it's easy to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
But using my example of the pizza, if you add on more layers to the pizza, it tastes better, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what someone did. He added on more layers on the rice. He added on more layers using the broth. Now, let me see if I can find it. It's been a while. So basically, he added more things to the rice, and I like that. I, he he took the flavor and the texture of the rice, which already surprised some of the judges, and he made it better. He made it stronger. He made it tastier. As you know in the chapter, the chairman disrobed. The chairman disrobed. So yeah. Also, Alice's mom. Like I don't know if this is a nod to Alice might be Soma's mother, but she had a image of meeting an old friend. Now, at first, I thought it was Soma's father. Now, I still don't know if it would be his father, but uh, wait a minute. but that's how great of the feeling the food was because it was able to invoke a very old memory. It's on I'm on manga to you. It's on page 16. It says this. It reminds me of a time when me and my first beloved descent. She's a pretty awesome novel. I will gladly contend and say that this was the chapter of the year. Like this chapter of Soma was awesome. It still got me hungry though. I'm not even gonna lie. I will not lie to you. I'm still hungry even after reading this chapter. Just present. Now what I was going to say was this. Um, I wanted to talk more in depth about Soma. Now, Soma, well, this is the thing to tie in both of these years. Assassination Classroom is defining theme, and it was hidden gems. And but in Soma's case, his defining feature, as you know, we have Ryu, who is able to. Oh my God! Oh, it's been a while. Wow, it's been a while. I'm sorry. Ryu. I'm sorry. No, I have it backwards. Akira has his senses. I'm sorry. Akira has his spices. Ryu has his nose, and Soma has his undying will to never give up. Each of these guys have a strength that is showcased throughout these entire chapters. Okay, my favorite thing about this chapter specifically, we finally get to see what Soma's strength is, and I didn't know this until the chapter, came out, and it finally makes sense. Was Soma's strength is his unwillingness to give up, is his unwillingness to keep trying something and not letting it stomp him. Right, Keith?
Mm-hmm.
Soma's strength is the ability to not give up. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I like that feature because Summer's. I don't want to say he's not the main character, but Summer is the main character of Shokugeki Soma. Like his title name is in the uh you know main manga. Now I personally think that the author, whose name I suck at, I actually don't know who it is. Wait, Keith, do you know who the author's name is? Is my mic that bad? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Like he's left. He'll be right back. Okay. Um, the author's name is Avery. Wow, it's a pretty neat name. But as was saying before, um, the author possibly has so because that kept going over in my head. I was sitting in my business class and I kept thinking about it, and I kept thinking about it. What the theme is, what the theme is incredible. Now, does not give what brings summer is what gets not giving up is a freak thing. I I think some of he is a her female, but there's which I love. I love it. realistic character. He character and I I just love how someone reminds me so much of myself because I personally, whenever I'm doing something, I don't want to give up. I don't want to stop whatever I'm doing. I want to keep trying until I do something amazing, which I love about something. That's the one thing I just love about it. Because the thing about it is this: if I do not give up, if I continuously try something until I eventually get it, I'm going to learn that experience. And when you learn from experience, you become better. And it's awesome. It's evident. I I really want to say Soma has won this. Soma has won the I'm sorry. Soma's won the competition for this. And the reason is pretty evident, which is this. Don't give up. And I like that. He's not giving up. Um, why would I'm thinking of it like this? Why would I give up when I'm close to the answer? And like he said it best. Someone doesn't have a lid. Someone doesn't have a little voice nagging him in the back of his head saying give up. Sona has no voice in the back of his head. His voice says keep going, keep trying, keep doing this, keep believing in yourself, keep not giving up. And I just like this because this is awesome. This is incredible. This is worth it. I'll say he never gave up. It's awesome that he's not giving up. Is that he's essential man. He's the essential body of will. He's that. A person, my personal favorite is a person that doesn't give up is my friend. Because that person will keep you motivated. That person will keep you going. That person would, you know, push you to become a better person, push you to become better at anything. Uh, yeah, that person will make you become better. And that's what I just like about this is that he's pushing himself to become better. Regardless of everything that's happened to him, he's pushed himself to become better. Um, I, I'm just surprised because the thing is, it's it is amazing. It is amazing that some I'm just flabbergasted myself. I do not give up whenever I'm trying. Um, like this chapter was that good. Chapter made when I was in class. That is so not good. Just keep pushing. Like how his father was on his. I naturally fell into it, which is the truth. I never did push someone into becoming a chef. You just I I personally think that had been a chef, someone would have still became a chef because he has the skills and the imagination and the versatility to do all this, which is awesome. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's awesome. I'll gladly admit that. That's very awesome. I just want to say good things about the chapter. So many great things about the chapter. Like I'm just so proud of this chapter. I'm sorry, just very proud. Like a father watching his son grow up. I'm just very proud of this chapter. I still don't know what happened to the keys, but you know, I just love this chapter. Like I keep I guess hyping the chapter up, but it was worth it because the author had not released a chapter within 2 weeks. He had not released a chapter within 2 weeks, and some of us was worried, you know, straight up. Like I was afraid. I thought that the author had died or something, but nah. Um, but you know, I said the author had not released a chapter uh, in about 2 weeks, and I like how um I do like how the author was. I'm sorry. I do like how even though the author had not released a chapter in 2 weeks, that he came back and blew us away, away, away. Just man, I'm blown. Like, yo, yeah, just blown. What happened was the Keys' internet had disconnected itself, so I'm just waiting for him to come back. Just waiting for him to come back. Like I don't know what happened, but just waiting for him to come back. All right, so give me a moment. Give me a moment. Okay, so overall, the chapter was awesome. I loved it. 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 Like, yo, I'm sorry. Like, I'm trying not to fail. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. This is the most awesome chapter read thus far. Like, this is that chapter where I would use it to get somebody to. I also loved the thing about Alice. Like that was not was expecting, but just dang. Like I, I seriously thought that Alice had hugged in the chapter was Soma's father. I know it's not her father, but I say it looks and it feels like it. I know the guy that I'm sorry, I said that backwards. I know the guy that Alice's father had hugged when she had that flashback. He's not Soma's father, but can't deny the fact that it looks like him. Yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah, this chapter. Like I'm still thinking about this. This chapter. This chapter was awesome. chapter was incredible. It was awesome. It was worth it. Just proud to. Sorry, I'm just proud to be a reviewer of this chapter. That's how awesome the chapter was. Just proud to be a reviewer. Uh, um, yeah, just I love this. Like I'm trying really hard not to just start yelling at myself right now. I just want to break down and start yelling at myself. Just be like that. Like, yo, man, shut up. Like, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Nobody was ready for this chapter. And if you thought you would be ready for the chapter, you surely was mistaken. You surely was mistaken. If you thought you were ready for the chapter, all back. If you thought you was ready for the chapter, nope, staying back. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm sorry. Just Jesus, this was awesome. Just sorry. Like this chapter was awesome. I love this chapter. If it would have been a woman, I would marry it. Marry this chapter. Yeah, I mean, this was awesome. Like, I'm sorry, I just can't stop saying how awesome this was. This was worth it, bro. This was worth it. This chapter was worth it. This was worth it. Just proud to be honest there. All right. I'm kind of waiting back for a kiss, and
Yeah, it's mostly I'm just what he's. Oh, I said before his internet, shut down. So it's like, okay, finally waiting. Just patiently waiting. Froggies. Another one.
All right, yo. So since I'm going to end this and the keys hasn't came back yet, um, what I might try to do from now on is try to get a keys in these or visual in these because since we both read Soma, it's pretty awesome to just discuss about the chapters and discuss about what happened. Um, the reason I haven't turned on my camera is because I'm trying to get the best lighting. So all I want to say was just have a blessed and amazing day. Thank you for watching. I'm out. See you guys.